don't ever talk with your eyes. Sure
Now you are vampire.
You're dead, you're dead, you're dead. You're dead and out of this world.
Okay, here we are with the new setup. See, I always felt compelled to stand over there, but now I should be compelled to stand over here. Okay, so what are we going to look at today? We are going to look at Flask 102. And also going to be chasing it down with some Moss Guava Grapefruit Premium Hard Cider from Founders, because I know what fans you guys are of seltzer water. So why even make that a solid review? Even though if you're looking for something lighter, this is pretty damn good. Right off the bat, because Steve would not have seen the Patreon, which was the first test bed for this. My problem is screen orientation on the monitor. It will not flip. If I go to play this back, yeah, it flips and it works just fine. But right now it wants to stay in camera mode. So yeah, but the only thing it's doing for me is it's telling me that it's still recording. That part is kind of discouraging. I mean, I could hang the monitor on its side. Okay. And Zippy, I did what you said. I put the rye on the rocks, and I've been enjoying that since. It has almost that, that stereotypical oak, just like oakiness, not quite like you just walked into the wood mill. See, I gotta learn. I gotta learn just to stay over here. I know this does pretty good. You guys can tell me what you think of the sound. The iRig preamp is, or amp, I guess, whatever you want to call it. It's basically my condenser mic plugs into that. That then converts it over so that I can plug it into the Android Note 9. And it gives me the phantom power that I need for this condenser mic. Cheers. I kind of get the taste, like it smells, thing going on. My initial thoughts are that this is just whiskey. It's definitely, if it's a scotch, it's definitely not an Isla scotch. I don't see how it'd be a bourbon. It doesn't have that. It doesn't have all that stuff that I love so much, JP. Let's see. First on the comments, and I wouldn't have mattered how long I waited around. Cobra was the last one in. Brad Thomas, you are first. Oh, and I'm now, what was I yesterday? 0-5? So technically now I'm like, or if I was 0-6 yesterday, I'm now 0-8. YouTube removed the thumbnail. I disputed it. Like 40 minutes later, they told me that I was right, they were wrong, and they put the thumbnail back. An hour after that, they told me that the thumbnail had nudity and they removed it. I sent him another appeal and I said, "You've already told me one time that this did not have nudity. Um, I'm appealing this. I'd like you to take a third look." And then they put it. That was like literally I hit send, and it was like 3, 2, 1. A thing popped up and said, after a review, you were right. So yeah. Steve, Frontline Cigar, says first being second. Harmarsh says, hey, good to see ya. Harmarsh says second being third. Rich, yeah, just double checking that. Rich Huff says, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Gunwild says, 6 bitches. Harmarsh says to him, nice to see you here. And Gunwild says, well, I show up every now and then. Gunwild says, hey, Matt's a day early. Warn us next time. Yeah, see, yeah. There was sort of a change in plan, so, yeah, I didn't really have time, or I would have. He had change of plans, so I'm like, yeah, you might as well, which was probably for the best because I didn't know when or how long the video would be for the Patreon boys. And congratulations to Jay Wolf at Elite Ammunition. He was the first winner, and he won the Revo knife. I did what Stephen Bush suggested. First, Christine did. First, she did a drawing to pick the prize, and then a drawing to pick the winner of said prize. So that means the next time that we do a video for the Patreon boys, we will do another drawing and give another item away. Smile Money says, exactly, I have antacid to take. And Matt says, don't worry, I'll be fishing tomorrow. And Gunwild says to him, good luck, I hope you catch a lot. And Harmarsh says, don't fall into the freezing water, good luck, catch a lot of fish. He's been doing okay. I mean, he brought some over the other day. Again, I guess I don't hate fish. What's for me is the honest turnoff is the eating away and you start eating in the bones. Now, I don't know if it's that Matt got lucky or he knows what he's doing, but I didn't get any bones in the perch that he brought over. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm absolutely a fanatic for salmon, red sockeye salmon. But then again, I have it maybe a good year would be 4 times in a year, and usually 3 of the 4 would be picking some up down at Super One grocery store from a vendor versus going up the shore to Russ Kendall's. Rich Huff, I've been very happy with my Note 9 and probably will use it until the battery fades out. Yeah, I like it. I'm telling you right now, this picture is much better, and hopefully, I did a little test one, just with myself, and it was fun. I always like testing myself. I did a test run without the microphone before because literally this stuff showed up today. The cable to hook it to the monitor, and the first thing I got was an image that looked just like a Windows interface. The bar, it had the little spot where the mouse was, and evidently that's something called Samsung Dex, D-E-X, and I was able to go into the settings and switch it from Samsung Dex over to HDMI, but now I'm getting what I'm getting, and that's this image. The image that you're seeing turns sideways on my monitor. like I said, I guess if I... Unfortunately, this was an older monitor that just got repurposed. Now, if this was one of my monitors that are upstairs on my main system, those the stand that it's on allows it to swivel up, down, tilt in and out, and you can also rotate them on their side. And if if I had a faster means of doing that, or I guess if I'm always gonna have it hooked to, if this turns out something I want to do, I have to admit it's more of a pain in the ass. First of all, I cannot take any phone calls while I'm doing this, and I know for some of you this is a good thing, but now that I've thought about it, I am not going to be able to not going to be able to ask NIHAP what it is that we're consuming here. I mean, I might be able to try sending him an email. I know, yeah, that's probably what we're going to have to do. Speaking of which, what did you do with my, didn't I just have it because Matt asked me a question? Oh, yeah. Good news is I was cleaning this counter space, which really doesn't look like it right at this moment in time, but I found the Glock pen that Big Jeff gave me, and it too, or I guess technically speaking, now that it's been pointed out to me, that I sharpened when Remco, aka Sharky, pointed out that I sharpened the shit out of my Glock knife, that technically I smile moneyed it. So this is the only thing only thing that says Glock on it that I haven't smile moneyed. So Flask 102, I'm guessing whiskey with an E. I also had some of those asking questions kind of things. I took the high mount off of my Sig Sauer that I got in the Crate Club box, and I took the high mount off of it and I put the low mount on it, and I put it on this guy. This I don't remember. Did this actually have one on it in the first place? I can't remember. I think it actually might have had one on it for a while, and I took it off and put it on something else. Remember, I think I've got some video footage of Steve Schweitzer shooting with it. Kind of like about this is it's got the see-through cap, so technically it's always ready to go. But the question for you is I kind of like it on this. I kind of like it. Kind of like having it on this. It's the Beretta Neo. Is it Neos? Neos. Beretta Neos. And it actually has a fairly, it has an okay set of sights on it. Unfortunately, they're like the steel reminiscent version of the Glock GoPro sights, except for they're adjustable. And then up front is just a black ramp. But I kind of like having this on here. But the other consideration for the peanut gallery was putting a dot on the eagle. Now, I can tell you in my own heart, I lean towards no, nada, never. So, after all, this is kind of a just take it out and brutalize the shit out of things. I mean, if you have to. I mean, of course, right now, if someone broke in the house, it'd be like going, oh, you're aiming a what? A kid's gun at me? Yeah, I'm aiming a kid's gun at you. So, Sharky, I guess we have to retest with this camera. Is the definition any better that you can see Mr. Shiny that I made for you? Not really, no. No, not really. Of course, if you thought it was difficult before, now I have to, it's almost, for some reason it's almost easier now that everything's all messed up. There, I'm good now. Okay. J-Dog is here at work. And Harmar says copyright response. Smile money. Not Sunday, damn it. Was not prepared. Maybe he can do 2 days a week if he plays a meme one of those days. A meme? Poco. Present and unaccounted for. Excellent. J-Dog, wait. How are you going to get texts and calls then? Yeah, good point. J-Dog says, Smile Money. I guess due to the fact that I didn't want to get bounced out of this, I have it in airplane mode, so all incoming shit is off. I mean, technically, I'm over here. I could fire up Messenger, but then again, you'd have to be a friend of mine on Messenger, which a lot of you are. Yeah, where is it here? Is it happening to the rest of you yet? You click on it and it sends you straight to Messenger. Hello, what was I looking at last? Wow. Oh yeah, this would be the latest offerings from Brad. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I agree, Sharky. Yeah, I could just I have to watch what window I leave open. Yeah, she's a special kind of hello. What she send me? Good luck. The old guard, infantry, blah blah blah. This isn't fun. I'll have to get back and read that. Okay, that might be a safe place. Yeah, it's just safe to leave it on the windows for the deplorables. So, hey Brad, would you get a bunch of your stuff taken down? We're having problems playing this video. Check back later. We're having problems playing this video. Check back later. We're having problems playing this video. Check back later. Let's see. Biden's proposed policy for assault rifles. Mandatory registration under National Firearms Act. $200 tax for each assault rifle owned. I think this is an older screenshot, but I'm sure it hasn't changed. An extra $200 tax for each high-capacity magazine. But like a few of you have already pointed out, it's a good thing that none of us have any high-capacity magazines. I know I don't. Okay, so getting kind of a sweet floral note. vanilla. Not real heavy on the. I get more of a natural wood or an oak in the nose, but just a not even I'm not even gonna call it oak. Just a it ends on a light woodiness. Okay, so now here we are with this problem. Steve, I I honestly just think I'm better off. See, now what'll happen is if I switch to a camera, like Christine has a what is it? She has her Canon, and not the big one, not the digital SLR, but it was like one that had come out like just under that one. But it does not have this style audio port going into it. So everything that I got here for this particular setup would now be null and void. Now, having said that, if I was to get another phone or, replace this one eventually, then I could just continue to use this one as my camera. And well, of course, it's like Christine. Christine uses her old phone for everything Wi-Fi. It sits on the, next to her, and she's actually able to say, be on the phone with Jules, and also do Disgrace Book or one of her silly games that she plays. Let's see. I better go with an account. One of his accounts that I know he might frequent more often than not. So let's see, what was the... Okay. Sorry, just a... Flask 102. Okay. I think it's whiskey. Then he started off with a sweet floral. Floral notes. Vanilla. And it ended with a light wood. Oh, and I gave it a... I'm giving it a 5. Okay, let's I'll keep this open and check. Poco Loco. Oh. Ow! Poco Loco. Yes. 30 incoming calls, 25 of which were all battle bean. Oh, shit, I'm going to sneeze again. Poco Loco, I don't need to know what political party you lean towards in order for me to not like you. Good point. Smile money. Shopping for phones on a Burr review. Wow. I was not shopping for phones. I was trying to show him the damn folding phone. Have you seen the prices of those? I can tell you one thing I won't be shopping for is a folding displayed phone. Mr. 27, holy intro boobs, Brewbomy. Smile money. 5 cents would be 5 cents. Man Cave Matt is wrong again. Or 0.05 would be 5 cents. Matt, you are not there for the initial conversation. Eric explained to me he was only at half a cent. Not that he may have stated that for the show, FYI. Harmarsh, is he ever right? And Smile Money says back to Matt, okay, now my head just hurts. Mr. 27, the Canadian whiskey liking guy better show up or else. And then he shows up and says, your demands have been met. And then Miss 27 says, good. And Harmarsh says, yes, they have been. Cobra says, hey there. Harmarsh says, Cobra. Cobra says, Harmarsh. And then they have sex. Smile Money. Matt giving advice on how to run Locked and Loaded was so valuable. John should call him for in-depth advice. And Matt says, did not say how to run the show, just advise opening up to a broader span would only help. Nothing in depth, master. Thus, this is why I don't have my own channel. I'm not good with computers and all the other shit to deal with. I was only saying don't limit yourself. And Harmarsh says, Matt should never give advice, or the answer to Matt's question, how many countries in the world? 195. Smile Money, back to Matt. Have you listened to the show? When the nuclear war starts with India, you'll know why the show should have been limited. Shut up. TFC 21. Patriot Ninja. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, as soon as I got to the bloody part, I was thinking I wish I had the ingredients right now for Bloody Mary. You know what I should do? I could have a motor on the microphone, so as I come over here, because see, notice the difference if I talk away from you. If I talk to her, or to her boob, versus this. Hey, Bunky. Patriot Ninja. Oh. Smile Money. The Democrats control the House. They are not impeaching Biden. Stop wondering, Matt. I disagree. It depends on what benefits them. If they find it may work in their favor, they will drop like a rock. Then Smile Money says, YouTube deleted my first response, so let's say who would sing like a canary about stuff he knows being the vice president. He is not going to be dropped like a rock. Harmarsh says, Matt, Biden is the chosen one. To be continued. I know that one of the representatives has brought up impeachment, but here's the problem. The least hated of the idiots by me are not in power. So, yeah, I don't I don't see anything going our way for at least 2 years. Poco Loco, okay. Okay, and no, I don't want to. Um, okay, you know who. Play a rodeo song by Gary Lee. Come on. I don't want to. Shark. JP reporting in for the Shark ZF6 channel. Now, that was different. Hee-haw. Multi-gun man, what the fuck? Earlier, I made this comment. Break out the whiskey. It'll put hair on your nuts. But when I came back, the comment was deleted. Was it YouTube or you that did that? Oh, come on. Why would you think? No, I have never removed a single comment unless it was, well, there was days back when, a complete fucking troll douchebag that wasn't part of you guys' group. No, multi-gunman, I'd never delete any of you guys' comments. This has happened about 3 or 4 times. Well, multi-gunman, I hope you hear me say this. It's called YouTube. Ask Harmarsh. Hey, I can give you a case in point. Gunwild 1 just had a little giveaway, giving away the titanium toothpick. And all you had to do is say that you wanted in or that you wanted the toothpick. I made a comment. And then when Gunwild had his giveaway, I noticed that my name wasn't on the list. And then I went back to the video. There it is. I even sent him a screenshot. He doesn't see it. My comment's still there for me to see, though. Sometimes they delete it so that it's just gone, and then you think, sort of like you're thinking, that I would have deleted it. But, no. Nope, it's these new little games that YouTube is playing. Like I said, if for a second you thought that I had deleted your comment, then YouTube won, trying to make a rift between creators and their subs. Eltenda, you look good as a football player. Thanks, Eltenda. Mr. Monzo TV, cheers, guys. Cheers, Mr. Monzo. Have I missed any of your shit lately? When was the last time you did a video? 3 weeks ago. Happy New Year. Happy 2021. I watched the one before that, though. False Idol Brewing. Yeah, I did not see your 55-second video on the Happy New Year. Straw Money. Like you don't bother everyone, Matt, every time you come over. Just saying. Poco Loco. You're going to have to read the last comment on Facebook Messenger because YouTube sucks. Yeah, I read that and the link to the article that he had. Yeah, I wish any of this stuff would actually come true. Patriot Ninja, 2 hours and 7 minutes. Holy shits. Harmar says, well, look who else is here, Matt. Patriot Ninja, oh, I love you, E. Thanks, Ninja. Din Scourge, SH, with the Matt Man. Harmar says, Din Scourge, you don't want to see Matt bury himself. Clyde, Revolution, Whiskey, and Air Horn. Hashtag Biden is not my president 2021. Air horn. I'm guessing you're talking about this versus the trumpet. See, this is where you'll be happy I did this. Whiskey. Whiskey. Good for me. How about you? Okay, Blue Healer. 2 thumbs up. Blue Healer. Where are we? I don't really want this to be an hour. Okay. Let's slam a little seltzer. Grapefruit. I'll put this back together. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have any more. So Blue Healer does not know anything about the humidor. Is that what you're saying? Smile Money. Did they hack into the voting machine during the hearing? Yes. Yes. They said while he was right there at the hearing, they were into the machines while the voting was taking place in Georgia. And he said they had the ability to see the votes as they were coming in, and they had the ability to manipulate the votes and change the votes. That's all I'm telling you. That this was a breaking news thing heard by 3 or 4 people because it was a pro-fraud thing. Well, no proof was provided. It was just a claim. That was logically debunked. The thing they supposedly hacked into would not have impacted the vote totals. Then, when challenged, they never provided a response. Now,
Listen, you're fake news. You're fake news.
the only side on the other side of that is you, and I'm not saying you've ever been wrong, but I'm just
fake news.
I just wanted
fake news. Fake news.
I just like the way that sounds. Gunwild, don't buy a used car from a mechanic. Harmarsh, sound advice: mechanics never have time to work on their own junk. Yes, this is true. Harmarsh, Sunday brew. Saturday brew review, 2 hours and 7 minutes. Oh, wait, I know. Why? Matt's a day early. Harmarsh, Matt, to answer your question about how many countries there are in the world, the answer is 195. Cobra, holy fudge packers, a 2-hour Saturday vid with Matt, excellent. Wade says, you like pain, don't you? Harmarsh, Matt, the process is started by 2/3 majority vote of the parliament to impeach the president, whereupon the Constitution Court decides whether the president is guilty of the crime for which he is charged. If he is found guilty, he is removed from power. Cobra, only one call into the Locked and Loaded show. Wow, I guess this... Oh, shit, Stephen Hawking's chair, sorry. Doesn't matter. Hashtag chairs matter. Chairs matter. I forgot about... Gunwild, hashtag chairs lives matter. Smile Money, I called in as well. Said, can you hear me now, and got off. Yeah, I called, got online, then they wanted me to turn down my radio. I will not comply. Next, they'll want me to wear a mask. Gunwild, because we know, this is a sub-comment, because we all know masks don't work. Smile Money, oh, thanks Gunwild. I agree when talking on the phone, the mask would just not be a requirement to control us. Harmarsh, the hamster in Matt's brain overloads in 3, 2, 1. Wade, the hamster left long ago from embarrassment when Matt began to have to start his car. True story. Cobra, Okay, I'll try and finish this one tomorrow. Over 2 hours, even at twice the speed as an hour. I will never ever get back. Laugh out loud. This is Mr. Holster joke for those that don't know. Harmar says, I understood it, Cobra. Where are we? Oh my god, seriously. I just want to go home. Harmar, more cowbell. Oh god, and I remember what happened last time I didn't cowbell. So now we're cowbelling with a fairly expensive microphone. Excellent. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Mr. 27, it sticks out a solid 3 inches. That's what she said.
Come on, you are fake news. Okay, you fake news.
Matt Davis, Eric, you mentioned a carpet that goes down in squares on a previous video. I can't recall the name and was curious about using it on an even garage floor. It's not a garage anymore, it's an apartment, and my elderly friend wants to lay down carpet by himself. Any advice would be appreciated. Yeah, hang on. I'm not sure if there's a standard name or if there's a they're I don't remember what the hell they were size wise. Home Depot says that they carry them. Sometimes referred to as carpet tile. Carpet tile. It is 18 inches by 18 inches. Some of the commercial sizes are 24 inches by 24 inches. I see a pattern here that's 12 by 36 inches. The ones that I primarily work with are 18 by 18. Most of them have, if you look on the back of the square, they have like some arrows, which I've cheated because I only had like 2 left, and because of the orientation, I should have started with, say, one. I needed this piece, and I had this piece, and I had to use it. I didn't notice, but a lot of times it's how the square is assembled. The carpet may look like it rakes a little bit more one way. In other words, if you're standing right here, it might look darker, and if you stand right here, it might look lighter. But if you flip one of them around in the middle of the room, all of a sudden they all look dark, and then you got a light one. So they put these the installation directions, so you'd aim them all one way. 18 by 18. I have had scenarios where we just loose laid them. The only thing that we did is we actually glued the perimeter ones to kind of hold the middle. But most of these, you do want to use some kind of a glue. There's products out there that fairly expensive, like in the neighborhood of $47 for a can, and you can basically see. Here's what I think is the cheapest way to do it: 3M Super 77. 3M Super 77 usually tells you to mist it on one surface and then mist it on the other surface, and then you wait a few minutes and you put them together. Now, I just misted the floor and put them down, and this was on an enclosed outdoor porch. But carpet tiles, carpet tiles are nice because you're able to put them in 18 inches at a time. It goes very quickly. You know, start off of a long wall, like in the case of this outdoor porch, it was 6 feet by 20 something feet. I just started off of the house, and kind of worked a nice row, or you can just start on one wall on the short side. Yeah, yeah. Um, Look for stuff that has the 3M has a treatment that they do to them. I'd always go with those ones because it stops any kind of mold or mildew, especially if you're putting it in what could possibly be a damp location. Hey, I like construction questions. Harmars SH, you brutal bitch. McLean, Eric, you used a $400 jig? Kinky. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Cheap old gun guide. Matt, the the Democrats were able to cover up a fraudulent election. Do you really think they can't cover up the cover up? Harmar says Matt is still young and naive. Most of us are older and way more jaded. Cheap old gun guy. That's a fact. I'm sorry. I don't want to come off as being negative. I really wanted to show a positive attitude about the whole Trump thing. But when I saw some of the fraud early on, I was like, by the time we got to the runoff in Georgia, I was like, we're fucked. We're fucked for at least 2 years. We're fucked for at least 4 years because Biden will be the president because they stole the election. Why would they not? Georgia was one of the places that's responsible for fucking the rest of the United States over. You just remember this, people. Everywhere where the fraud was on, Philadelphia, Georgia, Wisconsin, Nevada, these are all states that fucked the rest of the United States. Sorry, don't mean to scream. We all got fucked because a certain number of people don't care what you think. All they wanted to do was win and have control. And now look what is happening. I'm sorry. I'm kind of with Christine on this. She's just like, there's a side of me that is so disappointed in the outcome of this election. You cannot. Yeah, she goes, I've been having sleepless nights. I love my country, and to think that the process was taken away from us because there's thieves and all they want is their power and control. The one world order. There is so many people in the world that are part of the one world order. And then you get fucking lackeys, little fucking puppet masters like fucking Biden and Camel Toe. I mean, seriously, I'd probably have an early retirement if I could get $10 right now for every dick that bitch has sucked. And then, of course, we're good people. Good people by design do good things. So we get to sit around and watch the fucking country burn. We get to see our rights go away. We get to see our freedoms being challenged. We get to be circumvented into a society of bullshit where you're reconditioned because everything that we used to, Christianity, the belief in God, the higher power, that's now an evil. Guns, don't even get me started. The amount of good people that have done, oh God, have it again, stupid remote for Christine's car means now I got to go outside and make sure all the frickin' windows are rolled up. Yet right now I can press a couple of buttons and open the sunroof and roll down all of the windows. But I can't press a button and roll them all back up. Thank you, Honda. Just the thing that makes me the most disappointed and the most sick to my stomach and disappointed in this country, or should I say in what's going on in this country, is that our voice no longer matters moving forward. Again, unless I really see something, why even fucking bother voting in the future? My vote the last time didn't matter, and it should have. Trump won. Trump easily won. You know goddamn well. I'd be willing to put my life on the line if they were able to go door to door and find every person of voting age and ask them, would you rather have Donald Trump running this country or fucking Biden? You already know what the answer is. We've already seen it. 80 million people, a record, 80 million people voted for an incompetent fucking piece of shit that has done nothing for 47 years other than pad his own bank account and his family's bank account. And somehow the brain dead people, the minority in this country, the brain dead, somehow have a problem with Donald Trump. Again, Donald Trump gave up a life of luxury for his country. Joe Biden gave up his country for a life of luxury. McLean, it was either my mom or my uncle that wore a jock as a mask. Let that one marinate, boys. Yet another chapter in the book of Matt. Tardisius, nice intro. Black Bomies matter? Yes. Tardisius, deer/car collisions cost over $1 billion a year. I'm voting for the open season. Day or night, no limit. Just donate half your meat to the food banks. Cowbell. Yeah. We obviously have an epidemic problem with deer. I mean, let's go to the backup just to make sure it works. 3, 2, 1. That's weird, my phone hasn't rang. Steven, first 3 days, Biden signed 30. First 100 days, Trump signed 24. Steven, there's a few things to consider when using your phone as your main camera. You have to put it on airplane mode, most important. Someone calls and you're screwed. Make sure you don't have any alarms that will go off. If you need to contact someone like NIHAP, you'll have to use Facebook Messenger or a computer while recording. Make sure your battery is good. By the time I've already talked to you about how to remedy this, I've never tried making an hour-plus long video with my phone, but I know after 2 gigs, my S20 Plus will make another file, and there will be a few seconds delay. If you see an issue, save the videos in 10 or 720, 30 frames per second, and you'll get more time out of it. Also, if you record at 1080, do not do 60 frames a second, or you'll have that 2 gig file cap out in like 20 minutes. Never do 4K unless you plan on doing a 5-minute video. Not worth anyways for what we do. No. Yeah, I don't know about the this is 30 frames a second at 1080. We're at an hour, and it is still going, so that means I still have space, but we need to finish. Gunwild, you tend to call any handlebars that aren't drag bars ape hangers. Just busting your balls. No, I don't. Those a bar like this is not an 8-hanger. An 8-hanger is anything, I would say, if it's 12 inches or more, that's fucking stupid. A little tickle before the busting is good, though, Gunwild. Love you, my brother. We gotta find a way to, even if we rendezvous in like some secret hotel room halfway between here and there, I'm good with that. Gunwild, I think I'll take my single-shot bolt-action assault rifle to the range tomorrow. Matt. Hey, Gunwild, I think I feel bad. I think I need to send you a picture of a bunch of knives and have you pick out another one, because the fact that I tried to do something nice and got fucked. I mean, the fact that you got a case for a nice knife isn't really cutting it. Gunwild, once again, we are cheated out of the outro, babe. We'll see her in the beginning of the next brew review, I suppose. I'll have to see which one I used and move her. Depends on how bad it is, Gunwild. Sometimes I may push the envelope at the end of the video. Sharky, thumbnails getting restored. The brew channel monetized. Using your phone to film and working call-in line. What is this? Good job, though. No, the brew channel's always been monetized. Here's the funny thing. They never took the monetization away from me. I just choose to not monetize. Just for the fun of it, I put monetization on 2 videos to see what would happen. And I'm up to, I think, 9 cents. Just those 2. That's not what this channel's all about. Gunwild. Wade, 2-hour marathon. Lord, give me strength. Sharky, Dennis Leary is epic. I'm an asshole. Cure for Cancer, my favorite show of his. John Solar, 109. Vector, compare, rest later. Sharky, SH. They still ate the outro, babe, but so far the Brew Babe won hands down 3 times a night right here. Oh, yeah, they took her away twice and put her back. Pre-Dawn, SH for J-Dog. Clyde? Oh, okay, so officially sorry, I'm not commenting on these. I already commented on these. These are for the Patreon video. Okay, I'm hitting the button and we're going to the club, and then we are out of here. I would say that the grapefruit is still, I feel, very drinkable. It's my least favorite of the 3 that were in this pack. Strawberry, lime, and grapefruit. Fast recap, though. For seltzer water, this from Founders. This is the best seltzer water I've ever had. I would never go back and buy a single seltzer water. I would consider getting this again. So, on the scale for seltzer waters, I guess I'm giving it a 9.5, because if they can figure out how to put 10% alcohol and still have it be seltzer water. Before we roll, though, I still want to know if your thoughts are the same as mine. Keep a red dot on the 22, and do not put a red dot on a 50 cal. Asking for a friend. And if you do want to go badass, oh yeah, the Q5 match from Walther. This thing is just a beast. Oh yeah, we have to see if we've heard from the Nihapian. This is one thing I hate, though, Stephen Bush about optics on a gun. Maybe it doesn't really matter when it's a carry gun because you know it's nice and clean. You kill said bad guy, and now you're about to lose a fair amount of money in a firearm. But when it comes to being out at the range, usually when I head out to the range, just like if I was to go right now with this guy, it has been freshly cleaned. And the first time you do this, and it does this, you end up with schnizzle all over your optics. And look at the reset on this bitch. Oh yeah, hoo-ha. First in, Rich Huff. Cheers, clubbers. Cheers, Rich. Thank you, my friend. Harmarsh. 200 Ale Club and Sunny Slopes long ago. Hashtag Be Like Ed. Hashtag Mr. Holster. Hashtag Justin's Final Mission. Smile Money. I hope Matt did not fall in the lake. Wink, wink. DFC. Here's to the Sunny Slopes of long ago. Cheers, all. Patriot Ninja. DFC. Patriot Ninja. I'm here. Cheers, 200 Ed Club. And some sunny... And the Sunny Slopes long ago. Oh, yeah, shit. Sorry. I'm slacking on my job. How do I have this set up? I could actually lower. No, it still won't work. Never mind. And I can say to Patriot Ninja, welcome back, rock on, morning. Going with rock on. Din Scourge. Shot from the bottle on the far left from the camera view. On the back row, the farthest from where you are standing. Okay. Camera view, farthest back. That's actually, or next time you could just say right behind the camera. Because the camera's on the end of the shelf, but you didn't know that. That would be this. And, Din Scourge, you're cutting into my tequila sunrise world. It was actually Din Scourge, I have a quick compromise for you. I hold Din Scourge responsible for what's about to go down right here. Oh, so I'll have to go grab something from back there just to fill the dead silhouette. give you a shot's worth. J-Dog, Heart Club, Mr. Holster. I think we're good. J-Dog, bacon. Bacon and more bacon. J-Dog, guess what I had for breakfast today? Bacon. Yesterday, Christine says, I'm just going to make up some cheesy eggs and some bacon for you for breakfast. How many slices would you like? I'm like, 6. She goes, really? Yeah, I think so. And then a few minutes later, she goes, I can only get 5 in the pan. I'm like, what the? Oh yeah, we get the thick cut. We get the thick cut from Superior Meats. Oh my god! I think the most bacon I've ever eaten in one sitting in my entire life was the 5 pieces that I had. You know, the shit's like 3/8 of an inch thick and, 14 inches long, and you could use it to, I don't know, build a small shed. Gunwild, cheers and stuff. Thank you, Gunwild. And Cobra, SH, because I still have an hour and 14 minutes to go yet. Okay, what we need to do is I need to see if we heard from... Oh, there it is. Shady Knoll Rye Whiskey. See, this can still work. This can still work. Unfortunately, I won't get any phone calls from Jerry, Travis, Brandon, Wade. Let's see, what are we shopping? Oh no, okay. Oh my God! An 18-year-old bottle of Whistle Pig is $400. Okay, where's this stuff that he just recommended? Why is this not showing up? Under shopping, why is Shady Knoll Rye Whiskey not... Okay, I don't know. I don't know what just happened here. Shady Knoll Whiskey, Orchard Distillery. Now, this is not telling me anything. What did I search under? God, Jesus. I've never had results like this. Under shopping, not a single one for them is popping up. Okay, you got me. When I search for pictures of it, pictures of the bottle shows up. Here's someone I think selling it. Oh my God! I quit. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I can't find any information on it. Okay, I'm gonna hit the button one time, and then we're out of here. Cobra stands as the last comment. Okay, I hope I don't have a problem. My biggest problem is going to be getting this off of my phone and onto the computer because of the size of this file. So, okay, guys, cheers. May or may not see you tomorrow. I hope this looks and sounds okay. Cheers.